Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This time we're gonna talk about Anna's changes in Season 4 and I'm not gonna talk about small changes that don't matter as much now because she's got quite a lot of changes that are important that I would like to talk about. Overall, most of these changes make me want to cry tears of happiness, but some of them make me want to bonk the devs on the head. You'll see why. But let's start with the good news. Anna got just what she needed. Better mids and better punishment. I'll start with the punishment, okay? I have my notes here. So, standing 2, this is the start of her 10 frame Punisher 2-4. Has more range now, which is perfect. Because it used to have range issues, and that's why Anna players are many times forced to use 1-2 as a 10 frame Punisher instead, which is inferior to 2-4. Now she got a new 14 frame Punisher as well. Back to 2. This used to be 15 frames fast, now it's 14. Nevertheless, it's stated that it's a 14 to 15 frames move, so it can hit as a 15 frame move with range. So if you maybe block a move with pushback that is minus 14, back to 2 might hit as a 15 frames fast move, and you're not going to be able to punish it with back to 2. These active frames depend on your range. A change that is tied to back to 2 is that Chaos Judgment 1 is now plus 14 on hit instead of plus 15. So she can still connect back to 2 just like in the previous seasons. But if this stayed plus 15, she would be able to connect the hop kick. I mean, down for 2, which would be insanely cheap. And yes, you saw that correctly. Her down for 2 is now 15 frames fast instead of 16. That used to be another Anna's weakness. She didn't have a 15 frame launcher to punish with, like most characters do. Now she does. And as you can see, it still can hit as a 16 frames fast move depending on range. So it's not always a 15 frames fast launcher. Before Season 4, it hit either as a 16 or 17 frames fast move. So sometimes when you blocked a move with pushback that is minus 16, you couldn't be able to punish it even though the down for 2 reached. But it just hit as a 17 frames fast move, not a 16. So, yeah, her punishment is buffed. Great news for great news for enemies. Then she got a couple of nerfs. One is unintended. They butchered forward 2. It's not obvious right now, but let me try to show you. Sometimes the forward 2 whiffs for no reason, even though it's a homing move. It's not working out for me right now, but I have a clip from my stream that I'm gonna show you. It whiffed a couple of times for me for no reason. And this is a huge issue because forward 2 is like a top 3 move for Anna. The character would switch places with the opponent. Did you see what just happened? I did forward 2 and it didn't land on Anna. This is very fishy. Can someone clip it? Please. Again! Did you see that? It's a homing move and it didn't hit Anna. Is this an access issue? Then sidestep 2 has been nerfed it's not a counter hit launcher anymore. Which is a bit sad. Sidestep 1+2 has been nerfed as well. The damage has been nerfed significantly. And the frames as well. It's now -9 on block instead of -4. So enemies you cannot sidestep very often after sidestep 1+2 anymore. You pretty much give up your turn on block with this. It's still a safe launcher though. I'd kill to have it on my main. Okay, so that would be it for the nerfs. Now some more good news. As I said before, her mids have been buffed, which is a huge change for Anna, because she's always struggled with her mids being very underwhelming. Firstly, her down forward one has more range, and now it can also hit as a 14 frames fast mid at range. It's like a counter for a counter change for this great mid poke suddenly having more range now. Nina has the same thing with her down forward one, and of course the same thing goes for her while standing one. The same changes. Down 2. This neat little mid here, 16 frames fast. It used to be -1 on block, now it's +1. On hit it's +7 instead of +5. So it's another neat mid to use occasionally in the neutral. I like this change. Another new mid poke is Warning 2. Well, it's not new, but it previously was -14 on block, so quite heavily punishable. Now it's safe, -8. You can harass opponents with this. Then we have her new move, Chaos Judgment 3+4. And oh boy. 23 points of damage, it's alright. But Chaos Judgment stance is gonna be a bit more dangerous now. It also wall splats, as you see. And it's similar to Lily's down 1+2, where if you hit it near a wall but not near enough to wall splat, it seems like you get a guaranteed down forward 4 afterwards. It's the same thing as Lily's down 1+2 power crush. And don't quote me on this, but the hitbox on it seems pretty decent. It might be a good tool versus AOP and other low stances. Great stuff. And her wall bounce, forward 4. Another mid has been buffed as well. Previously, it was -14 on block. Now it's -11. As you can see here, sometimes it even hits as a -10 on block move. First one time here it was -10 on block. Never mind. Still, it's jab punishable. A huge change from being -14, where if you're -14, a big chunk of characters can launch her for it. Now, only punishable by jabs. So, good stuff. Much better mids. And lastly, she has 2 new transitions to full crouch for her full crouch game with the low and the mids. Forward 4 is this mid launcher that is 0 on block, and it can now go to full crouch by holding down. Similarly, Chaos Judgment down 3, the slow poke right here. The damage has been buffed a bit. I think from 6 to 8 points of damage. And once again, if you hold down, it goes to full crouch. So here you have 2 neutral, 2 full crouch transitions that are neutral. Anything can happen here. I don't think it's that intimidating, because you can sidewalk and as full crouch mix-ups, but still, she has more options now. And another interesting thing I found in the patch notes is that her Wastening 2 now has a different hit animation during combos like this. It kind of flips over the opponent. I haven't really messed around with this. Maybe it's gonna give her some new combo opportunities. I would like to see what you anime mains think of. But I know that some combos, they use Wastening 2, like my Snake Edge combo. But it doesn't seem to affect the combo. I don't know. If you found something interesting, please tell me. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.